I've heard. Be embarrassed.
Stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you and good morning. Want to welcome everybody here. This is the Mahoning County Commissioners' regular board meeting, number 33 at 10 o'clock a.m. And we made it on time today. And as usual, we will begin with public comments. Your name and address for the record, and you will have 3 minutes. I knew he was coming.
Fighting it fit. Be late.
Morning, David.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Commissioner. Nancy, I feel like one of the ones on TV, I'm honored to be here.
Name and address?
6696 New Road, Austintown, Ohio, Youngstown, mailing address 44515.
Keep it.
So, all good. Yeah. I heard some comments yesterday. I try not to listen to the news because it only infuriates me. And I heard some different things and I felt compelled to come out and at least speak my piece. 2 years ago, we started a building assessment, going over all the facilities, looking at the utilities, the upkeep, the age, the equipment, the return on investment, what was needed, what was there, what was new, what was old. We went through it all. We worked and we conferred with facilities, the Port Authority, architects, economic development experts, elected officials, the administrators, the OMBs. We went through with everybody to put in their 2 cents worth to make sure that we looked at all avenues and turned over every rock. The consensus was to move forward buying the Patriot Building. 50,000 square feet. 4 million totally completed, 2.5 in the cost, $1.5 million in the renovations. They said we would be in it September of this year. At the end of last year when we purchased it, it was an easy renovation. We'd be in 6 to 8 months. 8 ingress and egresses, 500 parking spaces, $16 million to recreate the same building at today's cost, $16 million. And we got it for 2.5. The intent was always to put the building inspection, the planning commission, lead, a conference room, a training center. There's only 22 employees in those facilities and they're all renting space in Austintown. That would also give the Board of Health, where we were renting space off of, their additional space needed to be able to expand because they're out of room. It gave the building inspection room to expand. They're out of room. We took over the inspections for the city of Youngstown years ago. We went to $250 million a year in permits, $1 billion in 4 years in permits that we've been doing. There's many options. You've got 6 just on the buildings that are under the commissioners, 17 buildings. You got 7 of them in separate buildings between special projects, the homeless consortium in the EMA building, soil and water, 4 people on Industrial Road, solid waste in the green team in 2 different locations, Convention and Visitors Bureau up on the 3rd floor, and drive by. We'll hand you stuff out the window as you drive by. Microfilm in the basement. You've got options with the morgue and with Trumbull County and coexisting in 2 different buildings. You've got MCTC, Mahoning Columbiana Technical Career Center, that they rent 10,000 square feet that can move into our building. You've got Jobs Ohio renting 10,000 square feet that can move into our building. Both of those are renting in Boardman, private individuals. They requested
10 seconds, Dave.
You requested from the Vindicator, a thing that a request for quote on moving the 911. So you even put in there that there potentially is a need for a new location. All of these options are available without touching the main entities that are in Oak Hill. 331 people that are in the city of Youngstown that have no intentions of. But you have the option for the Board of Elections if you need it, because I guarantee if you try and renovate 1 floor in Oak Hill to come to compliance, like Beatrice says, that you're going to cost more than $4 million to renovate it to accommodate that. More than 2.5 at least. You know, we've sunk way too
Thanks,
much
Dave.
money into that. So my closing statement is that the only reason that you could possibly do this is politically motivated. And it's not, you're not doing it at the taxpayers' needs. You're not doing it to serve the employees, the residents, the taxpayers, you know, so how you can sell that building is a travesty, a travesty. I'll be here every meeting talking about it.
Thank you.
You know what? You know, you said, and this is my time, so this isn't back and forth. This is my time to speak to you now. You said that everything was considered when you bought that building, moving out there. You didn't consider the people that you were putting out there. You didn't consider what people would have to do to get there. You didn't consider people. So everything you said, what you considered, when I stood there after I won the election, I stood there and said, let me consider everything before you buy this building. I talked to the Port Authority. It didn't have to be done that day. I says, give me the opportunity because I'm going to be sitting in this chair I'm sitting in now. I said, just give me the opportunity. And you didn't afford me that opportunity. You had to buy that building because you had plans. Well, plans have changed. And we're moving in a direction that it doesn't include you, Dave. And that's the way it is. You said it take 6 to 8 months and $2.5 million. I talked to the Port Authority. Just the architecture, just going out for the plans would be more than 6 to 8 months. So I don't know where you got that. No, I don't know where you got that figure. They're going to get plans, build that building out and be in there by September. That's a lie. There's no way they could have done that. You're going to have to show me where they could do that. There's no way they could have done that. So you want to talk about politics? That's your politics plan. And your plan would be leaving everybody in Oak Hill. So you think that's a good plan? You left them there for 11, 12 years. You didn't do anything to get them out of there. You think that was a good plan? And your plan now would be, oh, well, there'll still be jobs in the city. So your solution would be to leave those people in that building forever. I campaigned for 3 years to get out of that building. We're getting out of that building. You're not part of this decision right now. Appreciate it. You want to sit there every week? That's great. I would love to have you every week. But I'm not going to sit here quietly and let you come up here and give your
I'll give you the respect
dissertation
and
about
not
how
go
you
back
think
and
things
forth.
are, how this is my time. Didn't you do this
Due
before?
respect.
No, with all due respect, you had your time. I think I heard you
One
say
at a
that
time.
before. No, it's not one at a time. He had
It's
his
your
3
time.
minutes.
Go ahead.
That's right.
That's what I said.
That's what I want to say. So if you want to come out with facts and figures, just have them right. Just have them right. I'd appreciate that.
I do
Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you at the fair. You coming out? Coming to the fair? We'll be out at the fair.
Thank you. Next. Anybody else? Public comments? I'm being seen. Okay. Carol asks for a motion.
Motion for the approval of previous minutes number 32, Thursday, August 14, 2025, and approval of bills for payment.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
yes.
Commissioner Middy,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant,
Yes, journal entry.
Motion for the approval of journal entry number 1.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
yes.
Commissioner Middy,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes, agreements A through G. We'll begin with the engineers. Mr. Colati.
Good morning, Commissioners. A is an agreement with Ohio Machinery, DBA Northern Ohio Peterbilt for repairs to our vehicle number 77 and the estimated amount of $4,268.70. B is an agreement with Greenwood Chevrolet for repairs to our vehicle number 12 and the estimated amount of $3,804.73. C is an agreement with Edinburgh Tractor Sales for repairs to our vehicle number 550 and the estimated amount of $5,941.95. D is an agreement with Tri-County Tool and Supply for repairs to our Mohawk lift located at District 1 garage and the estimated amount of $2,430. These are all non-general expenses.
Thank you, Rick. And facilities, Alan.
Morning, Commissioners. E is an agreement with Buckeye Power Sales for semi-annual maintenance and repairs to generators at the various locations in the estimated amount of $12,175 with renewal option. Yeah.
Thank you. JJC.
Morning, everyone. And we have an agreement with Independent Radio Taxi Incorporated for reentry program, transportation services in an amount of $2,500, and it is non-general.
Thank you, sir. And Jobs and Family, Audrey Morales.
Morning, Commissioner. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Jim Fortunato. Letter G, Job and Family Services Amendment Number 1 with YMCA of Youngstown for Youth Development Programs in the amount of $450,000, non-general. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. Motion?
Motion for the approval of number 2, agreements A through G.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Fabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Middy, Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes, appointments 3A. This is the commissioners. We're reappointing Anthony Stratus to serve on the Western Reserve Transit Authority for 3 years effective September 1st of this year, 2025. Is there a motion?
Motion for the approval of number 3, appointments A.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Fabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Middy,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes, resolutions.
Motion for the approval of resolutions number 1, additions.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Fabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Middy,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes, moving on, resolutions A through E. The county will be changing the seat this time to the OSU Extension Office, 490 South Broad Street, Canfield, Ohio, on Thursday, August 28th. That, of course, kicks off the fair, 25 at 9 a.m. Hope to see you there. And facilities, letter B, Alan.
So I think there might be a change to this.
Okay,
I might be wrong, Nancy, but so this is a resolution of necessity to purchase supplies and services from GRP Mechanical through the Sourcewell State Purchasing Program, and it will be in excess of $77,250.
is that correct?
Yeah.
Clerk will make the correction. Thank you. Okay, sanitary. Joe.
Good morning, Commissioners. C is a resolution to amend 2405-062 to appoint Bernard G. Petro to serve on the Ohio Public Works Commission, District 6 Integrating Committee, and as a project manager for OPWC projects for the Sanitary Engineering Department. D is a resolution approving the moral obligation payment of $247,492.09 to Reddick Excavating for the emergency services to the sanitary sewer structures. And this is per resolution 25-06016. And E is a resolution of necessity to purchase one 2025 Ford Transit van, and this would be from Montrose Ford through the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program in the estimated amount of $55,809.85.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Motion for the approval of number 2, resolutions A through E.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Fabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Middy,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Yes, for the good of the order, is there any elected officials or department heads would care to comment? Anna.
Good morning, Commissioners. I am excited to report today to you about the emergency rental assistance funding. We received in 2021 $9.4 million for emergency rental assistance. And the commissioners at that time contracted with MyCap, Catholic Charities, and YWCA. The YWCA had the special population to assist pregnant women and, assist in improving our infant mortality rate through these dollars. And of the $9.4 million that was invested in our community, through the ERA $1, $5.9 million went in direct assistance. And of the ERA 2 money, $2.5 million went in direct assistance to households. Over the course of the grant, we received a total cumulative unique applications of 15,500 unique applications were submitted through our partners. 3,669 individual households were assisted through that process. And primarily, there were 2,783 of that 3,669 households that were less than the 30% AMI. The rent primarily assistance went in ERA 1, 4.4 million assisted people with rental arrears that were individuals that were past due on their rent. $4.4 million went into that, into those households. And 1.8 million of the ERA 2 money also went to rental arrears in our community. And we have completed the expenditures for those monies. The grant end date was actually September 30th, but I just completed our last quarter report and we are fully expended. All of the partners are fully expended as of last quarter. So we're very excited to have been able to invest over $9.4 million in our community through the emergency rental assistance funding from the U.S. Treasury.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you,
Good
Anna.
to see that we've used the money to help our people in the valley.
We did a good job. We contracted with people who knew how to income qualify households for assistance, which was the biggest hurdle and time consuming. So we were lucky to have those good partners here in Mahoning County, because not all communities were fortunate enough to have agencies within their borders that knew how to do that. So that helped us get started early and get it all spent by the end date. So thank you for entrusting me with the program.
Thank you, Anna.
For doing it.
That was a big impact to our community and it did help a lot of folks. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Next.
Good morning, Commissioner. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, just wanting to let you know that Mahoning County Job and Family Services is proud to announce that we will be working with YMHA as a partner. They're going to have their Family Strong Day, vendor raffles, face painting, food, music, community resources, and school supplies given out to the children. Job and Family Service is going to partner, and our employees, 4 of them are going to show up. And we will be providing information about our PRC program, our SNAP program, medical and TANF program. So just another hurdle that we are working with the community to do things and putting Job and Family Services out there to make the announcement of what we're doing at our agency as well. So that is on August 22nd, Friday, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Thank you, Audrey. That'll help a lot of families as well because things aren't cheap these days. We appreciate that. Anyone else? No? Carol, Gino, Carol?
It's Carol. Oh, my goodness.
Carol, I always let you go first.
I know you
That's
do.
chivalry, you know, that's how I was
Are you
raised.
waiting for? what I'm
That's how I was
gonna
raised.
say?
That's just
Well-
how I was raised.
I'm not gonna really get into this, but you all know my feeling. I mean, I wasn't here yesterday. My husband's not real well, but I didn't see the news and, you know, I really don't know what's gonna happen. I have my feelings on that building. And as I told the news, when they called me, I was at the hospital, they said, I said, the city, inner city things that were here were never gonna move out of the city. I said that from day one. I said that was a project back a year and a half ago, and we all agreed to move forward. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what was said because like I said, I didn't see the news. I have my own thinking on that. I think we need to look forward on what we need to do. I understand everybody's feelings about not wanting to do that. But when you have outside agencies that are not involved in the city, then those are the agencies that should be transported to another area, especially all the rent we're paying. I mean, in rent payment alone with all those buildings, we would fund that over twice. is all I'm gonna say. That was all discussed way before we got to all of this minutia. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that at this point, but I'd have to say that was my feeling, and that's not something Gino and Anthony don't already know. When it comes to the weekend, be careful. The fair is coming up. Enjoy that. And we will probably see you at the fair, I'm sure, at our meeting at OSU. So get ready. All the food vendors will be there in full form. Take care. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Gino?
Yeah, and I said it before I got elected. I said it since I've been elected. And we worked on it, or at least talked about it every week since. What we need to do as far as buildings, what is the best fit? What is the best, in the best interest of our residents? Because that's who we work for. I ran to be a voice of the residents, and I listened to the residents. And I can make decisions without politics. Some people bring politics into everything. Without being political. It's my contention that now, after looking at everything, that building shouldn't have been purchased. We haven't decided what we're doing yet, but that'll be our decision, what we do with the building. We're working on something to take care of everything that's at Oak Hill. The veterans have a place now. The veterans are going to have a fantastic center you guys put together, and I guess you're a part of that too. Congratulations. We need to take care of our veterans. There's other people in that building that shouldn't have to wallow in what's left of Oak Hill. And the money that costs us every month is untenable to the residents. And we're going to have a plan. We're actually working on a plan. We're taking our due diligence. We're not flying into something half-assed, quite frankly. And there's no politics. We have to think about what the people need, how we can best serve our residents. You say facilities, this and this, everybody decided, except nobody thought about the residents. Well, we're working through that. We're going to take care of the residents. And as far as, I think you said a figure like $2.5 million to renovate the building. The roof would be, the roof would be $1 million, and the
Doesn't
parking
need
lot
a
would be.
roof.
It
10
does-
years down the road.
Dave, maybe you haven't seen. No, Dave, you're wrong. I got to tell you, you're wrong. The plan was to put a roof on it and $1 million in the parking lot. Now at $4.5 million, you haven't gone out for plans and to renovate the building. And I'm not going to debate that with you right now, but I'm just telling you, it would have probably been about a $7 or $8 million project. You're saying for 22 people that would be out there. I can't see the in the whole scope of it, because now I'm making the decisions, and that's my opinion. And I have one opinion. I got two colleagues up there that they're going to have to agree on. We're going to come to a decision on what we're going to do. And my vote will be for the best interest of the residents, their pocketbooks, and going forward in their needs. That's what I don't put people over politics. I don't do that. I put people over politics. I don't worry about the political end of it. And if you say you want to come here every week, you're invited, bud. And you can get your 3 minutes over there. That's the public's.
I only need a few more, so I'll have to finish up the next time.
Finish it next time. That'll be great. All right. And I can't wait to see everybody at the fair. It's going to be a great week. Yeah, we got the fair this week, Carol. We open it, and I'll be in the commissioners. I'll be in our building. Anybody wants to come out and say hello, that'd be great. I might sneak out a couple times and go over to another tent, but that's,
You're not
I'm gonna walk around.
You're not
I'm gonna walk around. Because I love the people of Mahoning County. I love people
I
of
think
Mahoning
we all
County.
do.
And I love talking to them. And thank you
Anthony's
all
gonna
for
be there every day, and you're
this.
gonna be
Yes.
part
Hell
of
yeah,
that.
we can come out. Come on out, Carol. You can come out.
I've been there many times, my dear.
All right. Everybody have a great weekend. See you at the fair. And it's gonna be a good week. God bless.
Absolutely looking forward to the fair, and I will be out there as well. We go every year. If you haven't had an opportunity to come into the government center and look at our display, we have all the county agencies there. This year, CVB. Megan will be there with some nice things, so come on out, take a look. All the townships are there as well, being represented, and there's a lot going on out there, and hopefully the weather will be good. I'm not going to get into any commentary today on any buildings. I'm going to just stay calm right now and let it go. And with that being said, Nancy, when is our next meeting?
Next Thursday, I will see you at 9
I
o'clock.
saw you took a deep
Yeah.
breath.
Everybody
All
will
right.
be here
OSU Extension
at
Office.
9 o'clock, yes.
Next. Okay. Motion?
Motion to adjourn. I was gonna say motion for adjournment. I got it.
To adjourn.
I feel like I'm in court now.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio.
Yes.
Commissioner Middy Regetti.
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant.
Thank you.